What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another winter special video in which today I am going to share some winter tips and tricks for your Volvo recharge car. So that being said, let's get started from inside the car as it is currently freezing cold. Now the first tip is to make a lot of use of your preheating functionality in your Volvo recharge car, which basically will heat up the interior of the car but will also defrost the outside of the car. Meaning you do not need to get all the ice and snow off it, no, the car will do it for you. Now you can do it by just starting it in your Volvo on-call application or by setting a schedule which, for example, is useful on your daily commute to work during the week. To do so, you go into your app, you tap the ventilation icon and from there you can set it up. Now in addition to that, you can also set it up in the car in the climate settings. If required, the car will also activate the heating for the rear windows and the mirrors to defrost. Now do note that preheating is only available when the state of charge of your car, of the battery, is high enough, because with a low state of charge, the preheating takes a lot of energy and that will drain all the energy from your car, which basically will mean that you cannot drive anywhere. So make sure the state of charge is high enough, and the best tip with that also is if you have an outlet at home, for example, or at your hotel or whatsoever, make sure you always plug your car in overnight to make sure that the preheating function is always available. Now in addition to that, you can also set it up that your heated steering wheel and your heated seats will start warming up when you tap that preheating functionality. There is a requirement for that. It will only do so when it is below 10 degrees Celsius or below, I believe, 50 degrees of Fahrenheit, that is. But that's one I like a lot as well, when I get in the car, that it is nice and heated, the seat, the steering wheel and all that. So very nice to have. Now to do so, you open up the climate view in the center display by tapping on the temperature button at the bottom center of the center display. And over there you can select the desired setting under auto driver seat heat and auto passenger seat heat to activate or deactivate basically. Now once you arrived at your destination but you need to stay inside your car for a little while, for example you're picking up your kid from a late night party somewhere or anything like that, then you can also request the car to maintain the climate inside the cabin. So you basically put your car in park, turn it off more or less, and then you head into the climate settings, and over there you can request the car to maintain its climate inside. So that is also a very nice one, and the benefit with these electric cars is that even when you are in park you can still tap the heated seat and the heated steering wheel as well, and it will continue functioning. So that's also a good one to have. Now, fun fact, there are 4 sensors to maintain and manage the climate more or less of this car. One is located on the dashboard, one over here in the center console besides the buttons, one in the top at the rear view mirror, and also one on the outside on the right exterior mirror. So that's a little fun fact for you. Now at cold ambient temperatures, there's a high risk that the cold will have a negative effect on your battery, because a cold battery has less energy, and less energy of course is less range for your electric vehicle. Now there are a couple of things that your car will indicate that to you in case it has a cold battery, which will basically also have an effect on your range. Now if the battery drops to a critically low temperature, this symbol appears in the driver display. Now to avoid reduced range after parking at low ambient temperatures, the car should be charged while parking overnight. That way the battery will be able to maintain its energy more. Now also good to know over here is that with this cold battery warning, the car will also reduce the power output of the battery to preserve it a bit more. So what you will see then is that in the speedo on the driver's display on the right side, there is a little orange bar alongside it indicating the max power output at that moment. Now often after driving about 15 minutes or so, it will disappear more and more. But the biggest takeaway from this is that make sure that if possible you charge your car overnight, make sure it is connected to your outlet whatsoever, that it is able to, well, keep the battery a bit more up to temperature, and that will also over here allow you to use that preheating functionality to the best possible. Now another battery tip is that when the battery is cold, it can charge less fast, so to say. So this car, for example my C40, can do up to 150 kilowatt of DC charging. Fast charging, for example, along the highway often. Now to make sure that I get the best output from the DC charger, I need to preheat the battery. Now fortunately there is a very nice functionality for that. So for example, when you are driving away with a cold battery heading to a DC charger, make sure you put it into your Google Maps system over here in the car. So not your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto one, no, the real Google Maps system inside the car. By putting it in, the car will recognize that you are navigating towards a DC charger and it will start preheating the battery. So for me personally, I do it often about 15 minutes or so prior to arrival. The car will recognize it, start to preheat the battery, and when I arrive it will be nice and warm. I plug it in and then often I see that 150 kilowatt of max output already appearing pretty quick. So that's a good one. Preheating before DC charging, keep it in mind. Now during the winter you need some good visibility, and fortunately Volvo is well known for its good lights and visibility. The xenon back in the days, and nowadays even the LED and the pixel LED high beam ones. Very nice to have. But the biggest takeout, make sure in the winter your lights are always turned on. Now to do so, you head over here on your left stalk besides the steering wheel and you turn it one down. So normally it is on auto mode, and with auto mode from time to time it can recognize that it is not dark enough yet and you are driving around with your LED Tor hammer lamps only. Make sure you are safe and click it one down so others will also see you perfectly fine. Now in addition, on many Volvos nowadays you have the automatic high beam setting, which is very nice. The car will do the work and when needed will activate the high beam, and while doing so also adjust to not blind any oncoming traffic. Make sure you try it out. If you have it, you can activate it by scrolling the left stalk again, one up. So from auto you put it one up and over there you see an A. Then also the A will appear on your driver's display. Personally, I like this one so much with the pixel LED headlights especially. You see them working at night, like working around each car coming along, lighting up everything. Meanwhile, it's just very impressive and very cool to see. Now in addition to that, you can also use the lights of the car to give you a bit extra view when you are getting out. It's a very old thing of Volvo already, and it is called home approach or home safe. Now to activate it, you put your car in park, open up the door, and then you push the left stalk, which you also can activate your high beam of course, a bit away from you. So you push it away, and when you do so you get a notification on your driver's display like home approach activated. And in your settings you can also adjust it if you want it to work like 30 seconds, 60 seconds and such. This of course is pretty useful if you have a very dark driveway or don't feel like really safe somewhere on a big parking lot. Just activate it and the car will light things up for you for 60 seconds. I find it especially useful on a dark night when you get home and you need to like search for your keys in your bag and open up the door and all that, and meanwhile the car is just lighting things up. Yeah, it's just a very nice one to have, especially in the winter. Now during the winter days it can get quite slippery here and there with snow and all that. Well, over here in the Netherlands not that exciting often, but there are some countries you guys are watching and you know you have lots of snow. Therefore Volvo is here to help you out also on the electric vehicles and the plug-in hybrids as well with the so-called off-road mode. Now for the recharged Volvos you can use the off-road mode, which enables the hill descent control and makes the car aware that you need some support. The car will manage the brakes and speed itself towards max 30 kilometers an hour. But in general, it will drive like around 5 kilometers or so. So very calm and very slow. Make sure to optimize this off-road drive setting. And for the plug-in hybrids, I believe maybe it's not called off-road, but then make sure you use the constant all-wheel drive functionality. Then basically the petrol engine will always be on, but also the rear battery motor. So you have an all-wheel drive functionality at that moment. Now to conclude, if you want to spice things a little bit up, Volvo has an accessory pack specially made for the winter conditions. It includes rubber mats, which I also have in my car. As I have the Fjord Blue interior, it gets quite dirty in the winter. Then these rubber mats are a nice outcome. And in addition also it has a plastic floor cover for your trunk, and also a bumper protection plate. So if you're interested in that and you need a little bit more protection or a winter setup for your interior as well, make sure you check that out at Volvo Cars. So there we go folks, that are a couple of winter specific tricks for your EV and also your recharged plug-in hybrid Volvo. I hope they are a bit useful. Now in case you have any additions or other winter tips for me or for all of us over here, make sure you leave them down below in the comment section. I'm very curious to your tips as well. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and also subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot. Thank you very much. This was the first winter special, more videos to come, also normal ones, so 2 each week. Exciting stuff. Anyway, I will see you rather soon in my next video. Bye bye.